These wonderful gentlemen who hold great positions, but yet are able to take time out to propagate this campaign today in wanting to clean up India better. हम सब की तरफ से बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ इन सभी लोगों को। और ये जब आएंगे उनकी बातें आप सुनेंगे, उम्मीद करते हैं कि आप उनसे प्रोत्साहित होंगे भारत को स्वच्छ बनाने।
Okay, before we do all of this, Rakesh, you were wanting to, RB of course in addition to partnering with us, is wanting to donate a large sum of money and has been wanting to employ a lot of money over the next 2 years in building our projects. Absolutely.
Yep. First of all, we've had a long-standing commitment to cleaning and hygiene campaigns over the last 5 years, from RP Dettol to step change our commitment. So we know how to do. That's what companies like us really were trained to do. And I think if we can put the whole company behind this program with our money, with that paycheck, but also beyond that paycheck with better products, with better education, reaching people, I think we can make a major difference.
We've been Cleanathon now for 4 or 5 years. We've often got very excited when we start with a couple of lakhs and then that figure goes up to 1 crore. Yeah. Then we used to get really excited when it became 5 crores and 10 crores. I've rarely seen that bulk figure starting with 100 crores.
Yes, we're really very grateful to you, sir, for this very generous donation and for a very noble cause. So, as Vikram was saying, normally we start off with hundreds and thousands and then we gradually build up to crores. But here our starting point is becoming 100 crores, so we're really grateful.
Ritesh, 100 crores out there. People will say, well, okay, that you're done for the day. But obviously we're not, right? There's a lot more that is still required.
I think the last time we met, Mr. Bachchan said that every time he comes with us, if there are going to be a few 100 crores on the table, we'll be on the right track. And I think during the course of the day, you're definitely going to earn many more contributions. I think we're very pleased to have some partners coming in with their own funds during the course of the day, Bharti Foundation, Swadesh Foundation, and I'm sure that we're not going to stop anywhere close to 100 crores.
All right, well, thank you so much, both of you, for joining us. Thank you so much for that. Really, really generous. Can you please put together a hand for them? Really coming up and join us later in the day. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to take a very quick break at this point, and then when we come back, Govinda, the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, is going to be with us.
आपने बहुत सी अच्छी बातें कही अभी कि आपने जैसे कि कहा कि अगली पीढ़ी जो है उसको अभी से ही शिक्षित करना होगा ताकि आने वाले सालों में वो इस स्वच्छ भारत का जो अभियान इसको आगे बढ़ाए। और हम तो मानते हैं कि आज की पीढ़ी को भी हमें शिक्षित करना है, लेकिन ये जो आपने बात कही कि आपने जितने भी यूनिवर्सिटीज़ हैं वाइस चांसलर से आपने बात की है कि इस अभियान को चलाएं, लेकिन एक एरिया लें, एक जगह लें और उसको 5 साल तक स्वच्छ रहने का एक प्रण करें कि हम 5 साल तक इस क्षेत्र को हम साफ रखेंगे। बहुत ही अच्छा और really very complimentary for you to think like this। और इस सोच को हमें आगे बढ़ाना है, इसीलिए हम याद कर रहे हैं और हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि आपका सहयोग हमारे साथ हमेशा बना रहेगा। केवल 30,000 रुपये में, जैसा कि विक्रम हमें बता रहे थे, 30,000 रुपये में एक शौचालय बन जाता है और ये केवल बनना ही नहीं, उसकी अपकीप, उसका इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, उस सब में ये 30,000 रुपये में बन जाता है। तो आज का ये जो हम टेलीफोन कर रहे हैं, हम इसमें ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा चंदा इकट्ठा करना चाह रहे हैं ताकि बहुत सारे शौचालय बने और प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी ने कहा है कि हम चाहते हैं कि 2019 तक प्रत्येक भारतीय के पास शौचालय की व्यवस्था हो जाए। इसमें आपका सहयोग हमें मिलता रहे, बस इसके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। जी प्रणाम करता हूँ आनंदी बहन, आपसे अभी हाल ही में मुलाकात हुई जब मैं गुजरात आया हुआ था और आपके बहुत से कार्यक्रमों के बारे में आपने हमें अवगत करवाया, इसके लिए मैं आपको धन्यवाद देता हूँ। और आप इसमें निरंतर प्रयास कर रही हैं, आपके परिवार के सदस्य भी इसमें लगे हुए हैं, इसके लिए हम आपको धन्यवाद देते हैं। और जैसा कि मैंने आपसे कहा था, कभी भी आपको अपनी किसी भी योजना में यदि मेरे चेहरे या मेरी आवाज़ की आपको आवश्यकता पड़े तो आप मुझे बुलाइएगा, मैं अवश्य वहाँ आकर के उसमें संलग्न हूँ। ये मेरा सौभाग्य होगा। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
आनंदीबेन जी, मैं आपसे ये भी पूछना चाहूँगा, इस साल रक्षाबंधन आपने एक अनोखे पर्व में मनाया, आपने हर एक सरपंच, विधायक, सांसद को एक राखी भेजी थी, इसकी क्या वजह?
जो महिला सुरक्षा समिति बना रहे हैं, वो महिला सुरक्षा समिति के द्वारा हम घर घर जाकर महिलाएं समझाएगी कि क्या आवश्यकता है और स्वास्थ्य पर कैसी उसकी असर होती है, बच्चों पर कैसी असर होती है और कैसे जो माखी मच्छर वगैरह फैलते हैं, इसमें से कैसे रोग वगैरह होते हैं, वो पूरी जिम्मेवारी से हमारी महिलाएं गांव-गांव जाकर कर रही हैं। दूसरा, हमारी जो आंगनबाड़ी है, वो आंगनबाड़ी में भी जो महिलाएं हमारे काम कर रही है, आंगनबाड़ी वर्कर और हेल्पर, वो लोग भी गांव में जाकर महिलाओं को समझा रही हैं। और जो महिलाएं प्रेग्नेंट वुमन है या हमारी 15-20 साल की जो लड़कियां हैं वो आंगनबाड़ी में आती है, वहाँ भी वो काम किया जाता है, उनको समझाने का प्रयास हम करते हैं। और जो गांव के सरपंच, महिलाएं और सरपंच, वे सब लोगों को भी ग्राम सभा में और अन्य तरीके से वे लोगों को हम समझा रहे हैं कि टॉयलेट की क्या आवश्यकता है। और मैं बताना चाहती हूँ कि जो हमारे गांधी जी, राष्ट्रपिता महात्मा गांधी जी गुजरात के हैं और गुजरात पूरे देश भर के थे। और हमारे बड़ा प्रधान श्री नरेंद्र भाई मोदी ने जो काम स्वच्छता अभियान का काम शुरू किया, वो गुजरात में काफी समय से चल रहा है, लेकिन पूरे पैमाने पर नहीं चलता था, छुटक छुटक चलता रहता था। इसीलिए राज्य सरकार ने वो किया। श्रमदान भी हम कर रहे हैं।
आनंदीबेन जी, हम वाराणसी की तस्वीरें देखने जहाँ वहाँ भी एक कैंपेन चल रहा है। मोदी जी ने जो स्वच्छ भारत का अभियान सामने लिया है, तो उन्होंने क्या आप सबसे आके कहा है कि आप सब जितने भी मुख्यमंत्री हैं, इसमें आपको जो भी करना है करना चाहिए और सेंटर भी मदद करेगी? मोदी जी ने क्या कहा था इसके बारे में आपसे? देवेंद्र जी, अगर शायद पहले आप हैं, मोदी जी ने क्या कहा था इसके बारे में आपसे?
बहुत सी योजनाओं के बारे में चर्चा की।
इसका अभियान है, इसमें पार्टी का तो सवाल ही नहीं उठता।
जी नहीं, ये जैसा कि आपने कहा कि छोटे से छोटे लोगों को लेकर के आगे बढ़ना है, धीरे धीरे काम करना है। और मोदी जी ने कई अपने भाषणों में ऐसा कहा हुआ है कि मैं छोटा काम शुरू करता हूँ ताकि ये धीरे धीरे इसकी शुरुआत हो और आगे चल के ये एक बड़ी बात बन जाए। तो ये बहुत ही एक अच्छा एक प्रयास है उनका, और जिस तरह से आप काम करवा रही हैं उसका हम बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देते हैं और आपको शुक्रिया अदा करते हैं।
आनंदीबेन जी, एक आपसे आखिरी सवाल, अगर हम महिला have to wait during the entire day, and in addition to the sort of mental suffering that they go through, it's also a problem of safety. There are so many cases of women getting attacked when they are trying to get to the toilet.
It's also a danger when many of the women go out at night. Snake bites are a very, very predominant factor. We are working with, as you know, Swadesh Foundation, and I went out to one of the villages, as you saw in one of the initial promotions. And this was a major concern amongst all the women, that they have to wait at night, and in the middle of the night when they go out, there's always the danger of either meeting wild animals or snake bites, and many deaths occur because of that. And when we are constructing a toilet within their premise, it's like almost like a heaven sent. And you cannot imagine the amount of happiness and joy that they exhibit when they see these things being made. Not just that, I think what Anandiben was saying and what we are also trying to propagate is, keeping your hands clean, washing your hands. It's a very, very important factor for all of us.
I believe I read a statistic somewhere that only 40% of Indians wash their hands.
It's
actually quite a
And there are many cases in the entire country where there are certain villages, particularly in southern India, that I know of, where a child is not going beyond the age of 5 because they die of diphtheria, and that primarily is because they've not been able to wash their hands and they get disease. So I think not just building of toilets, but also the other hygienic problem, keeping your hands clean, is equally important.
All right, we're going to take a very quick break at this point. We're just hearing two of the chief ministers who are taking this forward. We'll continue to go all across the country, try and speak to as many chief ministers as we possibly can. A lot is in their hands. They're the ones who can actually implement many of these campaigns on the ground. So that coming up, we'll be speaking to some union ministers as well, and as I tell you, Sachin Tendulkar organizing Cleanathon. We all know.
You started and thought of all this at the age of 11?
Yes.
That is an incredible inspiration. All of us who are listening to this program, look at this young man. I mean, I feel very embarrassed to be sitting here not having been involved in this. What do you think?
I think it's absolutely fine. Just tell us a bit more about how does it work? I mean, you want to give us some of the slightly graphic details?
Okay, so it is a normal construction house.
किस तरह से हम भारत को स्वच्छ बना सकते हैं और साथ साथ हम धनराशि भी आप लोगों से उम्मीद करते हैं कि आप अपना दिल खोल करके धनराशि दें ताकि हम ढेर सारी धनराशि यहाँ पर इकट्ठा कर सकें जो कि हमारे इस अभियान में इस्तेमाल हो। टॉयलेट्स बनाए जाएंगे, शौचालय बनाए जाएंगे और जैसा कि अभी हम बताते आए हैं केवल 30,000 रुपये लगते हैं एक शौचालय बनाने में और आपका योगदान जो है वो इस हमारे इस अभ्यास को इस प्रोग्राम इस जो कार्यक्रम है इसमें इसको और आगे बढ़ाएं।
We do have Mr. Govinda Singh, Minister of Sanitation, Drinking Water. With us, Govinda Singh जी, धन्यवाद आप हमारे साथ में। हमारी यही कोशिश है कि हम अवेयरनेस इसी तरह से बढ़ाएं। और आप मंत्री हैं सैनिटेशन के, खासतौर से रूरल सैनिटेशन के। आपको क्या लगता है मुख्य चैलेंजेस क्या हैं?
इस चीज़ के लिए कि स्वच्छता है तो स्वास्थ्य है तो हम एक हेल्दी नेशन है और किसी भी देश का
India and various parts of it. India, we can get you onto the stage.
Yes, it's the document that you have done your bit and empowered so many of us and helped us come forward and spread the good word and do some really friendly work. It's great karma. And I think something magical is happening. And I sense that when I read articles about news organizations who don't want to be mentioned or spoken about in the dark of night, setting out the street and cleaning up areas that they identify as dirty and posting what is old and new on their Facebook walls. I know of a lawyer in Andhra Pradesh who has adopted his village and is building toilets. And he told me the phenomenal story that I'd like to share with you, sir. He said, I asked him why he building toilets, and he said to me, this was 6 years ago, he said to me, I met a little girl who has a sister, and both girls wanted to go to school, but they would share their uniform. So one day one sister would go to school, and the other day the other sister would go to school. And as he got to know these two girls, and he was amazed at their desire to be in school, he discovered that they dropped out of school at a certain age because there was no toilet in their school. And
that's a very common story, by the way.
Right, he made it his mission to build washrooms and toilets in every government school in his district and in the state. And he's actually taken that work very seriously and done a wonderful job.
That's fantastic. Absolutely wonderful.
So it's good to know people like this exist.
Of course, when Mr. Bachchan says that people should do something, they listen in many cases.
But it's not just me. I think it's just every human being. It's a desire, it's a want, it's nature. And how wonderful it can make these facilities proper. So many stories we listen to where in rural areas, women are unable to go out. They have to wait till the middle of the night. And you have many volunteers now doing this kind of work that we talked about. When I was doing QBC, we highlight some of these instances. There's a gentleman in Pune, for example, who on his own has left his job, collecting funds from people, building toilets, and making life well easier for people around. I think these individual voluntary efforts go a long way in propagating this cause and making India a great country.
It's true. I think we're all inspired by such people.
Yes.
I feel very, very motivated when I hear of such people in our needs.
Well, okay, Priyanka, let me turn to you next because one of the people we are supposed to nominate people. One of the people I said was Twitter armies on all sides, social media armies on all sides. This is what we need to do to get back and get involved in this. I did name you because this is actually something which we are campaigning should be dear to the entire nation, not just the one party.
No, I'm not really thinking about it this morning. I have a couple of points. During UPA, we had a Rural Bharat campaign, and we saw how various states like Sikkim became an open and defecation-free state because they used that particular state. Then we also saw Uttarakhand building projects of people across the state. So it talks about how we effectively use the funds that central allocated to everything. It goes beyond politics really. When you use those funds provided. Now, I can say the same about Gujarat. I'm sorry to be politics here, but the point being that Gujarat also had effectively used the state. But what we're seeing in Gujarat also, the toilets are looking challenging. They have people defecation and everything in our process of every day. So these are a few challenges. When we look beyond politics, and if you really want to make this a success, yes, individual campaigns are very interesting, very inspiring. For me, child education is very important, and I work towards that cause. I work as an individual. But if you're looking at creating changes, making changes, then you need to not let it just become it has to be long-sustained and is what I prefer to do.
All right, great. When we are continuing to raise funds for building toilets, whatever we can actually do, I just wanted to invite on the stage Vineet from Welfare, the chairman of Welfare. please do take a seat. So, sanitation, that's something we've been looking at how you can get a range of people together for this. From the politicians, to people involved in politics, to chief ministers, and we've been hearing ministers, Mr. Bachchan, other people from the Indian industry. And industry, what is it that industry thinking?
So if you look at the biggest challenge about cases is in the execution. So when a corporate or an individual invests into something, if they invest a dollar property, they want an output of $2,000 property. But whereas when the government invests a dollar, they can't even get an output of 30 cents. So basically, where industry can play a vital role is in augmenting the skills and capability of the government in execution. And this initiative is an amazing initiative. What needs to be done is that not only the knowledge needs to be built, but also maintained properly so that people can use it on a day-to-day basis. Practice the maintenance has to be good, the hygiene has to be maintained, so that the initiative doesn't become one of the only country initiative, but in reality helps people. So I think corporate can play a very big role.
Would you recommend that corporates
and how to get the message out there.
थोड़ा सा हम कॉन्शियस हो जाए कि हमने अपना जो छोटे एरिया सफाई रखना है और उससे बीमारी भी नहीं होगी, उससे सफाई भी रहेगी, पॉल्यूशन भी नहीं होगा, वातावरण तो लोगों की हैबिट बन जाए.
It's always somebody else's problem. Somebody else will clean it up.
I always think about this. As a nation, as a country, हम अपनी तरफ देखते हैं, अपने आप को देखते हैं. तो हम कितनी सोचते हैं कि ये आपका हमारा नहीं है, सब अपना है. अगर हम ये मानने लग जाए कि सड़कें हमारी हैं, ये हमारे घर की जो दहलीज है, इसके बाहर का जो वातावरण है, ये भी हमारा ही है. I think लगेगा होना भाई. There's that scene where this man sits on the wall. And every time, the character would go and just throw water in it, keep washing it.
So that's me to do. That's
We have to do our bit,
Okay. Can I just quickly jump across to Bangalore? Maya's there, and there are people who are doing just that, who are taking the initiative and doing the cleanup out there. Maya, let me come across to you, and I know you do have Rajiv Chandrasekhar with you as well.
And I volunteer.
and do it saying it's true, it's fine. We're out here and we're doing it if I can do it. So can you. And I don't think it's only pertaining to cleanliness and hygiene. It's sending a message. And I feel that it tells us much more than an image of great people like Mr. Bachchan that are doing something. It's about genuine discipline, genuine etiquette, genuine manners. Manners in general. We as people are, I think we shy away from certain things. And this initiative brings to the fore the fact that we can be better on the road discipline, noise, driving your lane, not honking, giving way to ambulances. We do not have that in our system. So this is just the starting point of it all. I genuinely believe that. It's what's the word for it?
We are a land of private cleanliness and public sport. We will keep our homes neat. We shower 2 times a day. We go out and spit on the streets.
Yes, we gain civic sense, which we must. We should gain the lack of civic sense that we see. But at the end of the day, you also need a certain amount of basic facilities. It's all very well to tell people, okay, don't go and do anything against that particular wall that is there. And then people start putting pictures of the constitution.
Office is a facility. But people stay at the landing, spit at the office. What gives you the right to spit at the corner landing in the office? It's a facility of sorts. It's not that the office is...
Yeah, but then sometimes if you have more public toilets, garbage bins, dustbins, you will still
I'm talking about public toilets. No, I'm genuinely saying that if you go to certain offices, the corner and landings are not in the carry. It's right over there.
The very interesting point is visible. They have other global mechanical friends, found people as that's the name, those kind of places. And then they not do those kind of things. That's the only language. It's quite a shameful actually. There's Japanese, there's Chinese, there's French and all. It's just they can't do it. Only tourists are right now. And we saw the video pictures, I remember as a whole. And that's a high level of tourists going there, presuming there was a lot of money and education when you go to Switzerland in the first place.
Yeah, I think, Govinda, you're absolutely right. We've been discussing that the entire day. To change the attitude, to change behavioral pattern, to put some sense into people. You don't want to muck around in your own house. As Shati was saying, bring the scorer out into the streets. That's basically your own. It's your own country, your own place.
Wherever you put your house crowded. We aren't. And it's easier to dirty place. You know what I'm saying? The dirtier it is, the dirtier it gets. So I think that this is absolutely, and it's not a people's revolution. The Prime Minister has initiated this thing, and it will be working with the people, and it's using just the right people to send out a message to everybody that if Mr. Bachchan can stand on the street with a broom and say, I'm not trying to do this, then why are you?
Can I just say Mr. Dhananjay, because Maybe you can actually describe for us what are you
Here at the foundation, I asked them if it would be possible for me to actually visit some of these places. And they very kindly arranged a visit of their mind to a village visuals that you see now. And I saw firsthand the amount of work that's being done. And it's really quite remarkable how we forget what rural India is all about. The lack of facilities. Simple things like electricity, cleaning toilets, organizing water, for example, agriculture, and amazing stories of a family of 4 brothers farmers who had a land, and they weren't doing so well, and they shifted to Mumbai to earn their money. And then Swadesh Foundation moved in, gave them some basic ideas about how to grow the land, how to collect water, how to irrigate. And the amount of growth that happened in agriculture as a result of that brought those 2 brothers that was working in the city back to the village. Said, we can earn a lot more money now here. And these are some of the very novel ideas that the foundation did. But really what we really want to concentrate on is of course the building of toilets. And we saw in one of the villages you had done this. What a great incentive it was for the little girls, the women of that village, ready to go there and to say that this is ours. We are going to keep it clean, we are going to use it. Many of the stories that we heard from these ladies who said they had to wait till late hours of the night to go out of the fields. There were deaths because of snake bites and wild animals and stuff like that. And all that has now been taken care of purely because of the incentive that we really used to us. Thank you, sir.
Actually, from there, the borders when the games were, the story that exactly the story you were reading, that these ladies have to, first of all, they go to the room at 4 in the morning. And after that, they go only well after dark. After all the farmers have returned home, then these ladies are going to the toilet. So basically, for around